like I should start with an apology if you saw my last video, but that's not going to happen because I'm not sorry in the slightest. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, there'll be a link down below, go check it out. Unless blood makes you squeamish, then don't. I am going to show you, however, how I actually do my eyebrows for real. There's no gross stuff, this is just makeup today. And I would like to say that this is just how I do my eyebrows. If you do yours way bigger, way smaller, if you hate the way I do mine, who cares? You do you. But watch if you want to see how I get these. So the very first thing we're going to do is draw on the shape of the eyebrows that we want. You can use just a eyebrow powder for this or an eyeshadow even. I used to do that and it worked really well. But I've recently been using the Benefit product BECCA in a light kind of brown. So we're just going to draw on the shape that we want. I also find that if you spray the brush with a little bit of Fix Plus, the product goes on so much more smoothly and it looks so much more natural at the end. So you can already see that this has made a huge difference. You could just leave it like this. You could just do one step brows and that's absolutely fine. It looks really good. But I'm not going to. And just a tip for figuring out where your brows should go. If you draw an imaginary line going from the edge of your nose up to your tear duct and keep going, that's about where your brow should start. And if you draw a line going from your nose past the outer corner of your eye, that's about where your brow should end. This next step is absolutely unnecessary, but it looks so good. It's really tricky though, so I'm going to zoom you in so you can see what we're doing. Wow, that's a zoom. I can only do one eyebrow. If I try to do the other one, it's like... no. Okay, so this is the hardest bit and you do not need to do this, but I just love it. What you're going to do is give the illusion that you've had your eyebrows feather tattooed on. So you get a really small little angled brush, and I've been using this Anastasia product in a darker kind of brown. I will link all the products I've used below. And what you're going to do is just draw, can you see that, little lines to look like hairs. So I'll show you in this eye, hopefully you can see a little bit better. We're just going to draw little lines going down. It doesn't matter if you mess this up a little bit because we're going to go over everything with concealer. So you want to do some hairlines going down this way. You also want to do some going up to look a little bit more realistic. So now that we've finished that step, we're just going to go and clean everything up with concealer. I just use this little flat brush. Oh, it's not zooming. Come on, why does this camera have so much trouble? This little flat brush with the NARS concealer I'm using at the moment, but really any concealer works. And I just go a little bit on the edge of your brush and clean up underneath. This gives the illusion that you have just had your eyebrows waxed. And I also go over the top. So now that we've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and set it with my face powder. Just the tiniest bit. And because I want them to stay perfect all day, I'm going to set them with another Anastasia product. It's just the Tinted Brow Gel. I use a lighter colour than my eyebrows so that you get this three-dimensional effect. So I just brush them up, then across. We are nearly done, I promise. Now I'm going to get whatever contour colour I use that day, just on a fluffy blending brush, And all I do is I brush a little bit up into this end of my eyebrow, and this gives a really nice seamless look. It makes it not so harsh at this end, because I find that a bit unappealing. Some people rock it, some people looks great, but it's just not for me. So I just brush, and finally the last step, we've made it. So all I do now is I get my highlighter and I just highlight my brow bone. I also go just a little bit on top of the eyebrow. I feel like this makes the brow bone really pop. And there you have it. That is how I do my eyebrows. It is excessive, I know, you don't need to tell me that, but this is just how I do them when I have the time. I hope you enjoyed it. Give the video a big thumbs up if you liked it. I will be making more videos, so make sure you subscribe. And in the meantime, see you on Instagram.